What's up, my beautiful people? This is Fundi Duke right here at a new site. Yeah, this is my new site. Today I was making a gate. Yeah, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My good name is Fundi Duke. Yeah, Fundi Duke, a welder doing fabrication. Like now at this site, chasing for this work. This is the door. Yeah, we have another door here. This now we have a door and a window there, and here we have other doors. It is still under construction. Yeah, so we have other two doors right here. We have this one and this one. Yeah, so I've been working, as you can see my hands very dirty, meaning that I've been doing some work since morning, and today my voice is not coming out well. It is because I have a flu. Yeah, this is what I've been doing since morning. Yeah, here is a gate. Yeah, if you have this gate, this is what I've been doing since morning. I think today is a skeleton work, and almost finishing the skeleton work. What I'm left with is there is this partition. This partition have to proceed up to this end. Is only what I'm left with. Yeah, it have to be in uniform. From that, these two metals have to come this way. So is what I'm left with, and that is the skeleton part. I'm left with those two metals, yeah, which are coming to this end. That is what I'm left with on this skeleton, and turning it this way and welding full. This is what we call full welding from this point to this point. That is full welding. I turn it. I also have to do full welding here, and have to turn it. The other side has not been welded full, as you can see. So it is what I'm left with on the skeleton part. It's only this one. This one I've done with the full welding. This one is what I started with because it is the one which had so many partitions. This is the small door here. The small door, and I have to put inches on this side and this side. It is opening gate. It is not a sliding one. So that was my work for today. It wants to rain. As you can see, the clouds have turned gray and to black, so it can rain anytime from now. As you know, Ginto has been saying that here in Africa, anytime you can hear ooh, 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 people are shouting. Anything can happen, like rain can just drop anytime as from now. So that's why I've closed the work. It is not yet time, but I've finished. And this is the material. The machines are going. This one here is left for the frame. Yeah, the frame of which is going to hold the inches. Yeah, the frame is going to be on this side, this end, which is holding the inches of the shutter, which is the gate, and the frame. And also on this other side here, we'll have the frame holding the inches on this side. And I haven't shown you the picture, but I'll put the picture as the thumbnail, the picture of the gate. We have this one, this round bar 16. Round bar 16 is going to be used to make the draft, these ones, and the stoppers. For the gate, we call them the stoppers, which stops the gate at its point. The stoppers and the draft. Yeah, that's the work of this one. And we have the black pipe, the round pipe here. The black pipe is going to be as the one of the flower. I'm going to make it tomorrow, and I'll show you the finished gate. And we have this one is also for the partitions that I showed you that are remaining. This one here, yeah. And here we have the paint. I think everything is done, so by tomorrow the plates, the black sheets are here. It has started raining, as I told you. It have dropped already, so let me end the video right here, and I'll continue after the rain. Yeah, let me take things inside and close the door and have my way out until tomorrow on the site, guys. Yeah, bye for now. I'm coming back. Yeah, so guys, welcome back. This Fundi Duke right here at my place here. So this is the progress of unataka kuongea? Say hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Daniel Maraga.
Daniel Maraga. Which grade are you? Are you going to school? Unasoma?
Yes.
Unasoma class gani? PP2 ama PP1?
PP1.
Wewe ni mtu wa PP1? Sasa unataka kuambia nini watu? Hakuna. So guys, I'm asking him. He was like he want to say something, but I said that there is nothing he want to say. Yeah, there is. Yeah, so guys, this is the progress up to this far. Since we talked with the real G said that he's going to offer some cement, and I did this. That time this was not there. Yeah, this one, all of this was not there, and now the house have changed. Yeah, the masons were proceeding with this one, but the cement. So we have decided to add that one course all around the house. So we are left with inside here. Also we'll add one course so that it will be on the same level. And we've decided that we'll dig a bit. We'll dig this place, go down a bit, so that when the tiles will raise it up to this point, so that it cannot come so high, so that it will reach the ceiling. So I mean, it will be short from the floor and the ceiling. So we have decided to adjust up a bit, to adjust it going up, and to dig a bit going down, so that this height will be, I think this is the foundation. This is the end of the foundation. And if we just take this level all around the house, this level from here to here, the screeding take something like 2 inches, and the filling of the tiles will take this end. So the level after the tiling, the level will be this one will be the level. So I think it will not be that short. And the mason said that I'll deal with this one, because this mason who did this lenter did a mistake of joining. He left the joint of the metals at this hanging place. That's why this lintel was trying to break. So we said that we'll use a very conch cement here on a plaster, and we'll try to demolish it a bit and put a timber here and just fill it with the conch cement. And also we'll use a new rod from this end to this end, a very strong rod we put inside the timber. Then we feed it. We fill it with a new cement, with a very conch cement with waterproof. Yeah, this place here and also this one are the only parts with different the problem. That's why the mason said that the other parts have no problem. The only part which has the problem is that one and this one. That's why I decided to proceed with to add the height. So it is all fade, all of it. The outer part is all already fade, and we are only left with these parts here, the inner parts here, to fill them so that we can go to the roofing, so that we'll go to the roofing of it. Yeah. Ma ako wapi? Na nakuchokoza. Endeni kwa mama Esther. Enda mnunue kangumu za 30. Kimbia. Beba mtoto na wewe mfuate muende. Tawashika kuanzia mnipe change. Sawa? Yeah. So guys, and also we did the plastering of the toilet, and we fixed the iron sheet, and we are only left with the cutting of this. It is only that I'm busy, I haven't got that time. If I could have that time, I could come and I tie a rope here and this fine, so that I can manage to cut in a straight line. So guys, we have already fit the toilet plates. We are only left with the tiling now. It is already fit and they are ready to use. We have already backfilled this place here with the concrete. So we are left with the tiling, and this one is also fit. So we'll do the screeding up to this level so that we can put tiles on this level here. Be straight, and also tile the walls. I think I'll do tiling the inside walls. This curtain wall will be smoothened with the nail, the pure only cement. They will do it with the steel, so that it will be just smooth. Only I think it is the fine sand with the conch cement. Yeah, they will do this place here, and then we fix the doors. After the tiling, we'll do the fixing of the doors, because tiles will end this part, and then we'll do this outer plaster only from here, this inner part here. Do this plaster, and we do the copras, and we finish with the toilet. Yeah, guys, I want to go to the G Castle right now and see if I can meet with the real G and chit chat a bit, because we haven't met since morning, and I'm part of the real G team, so I have to go there and have some chit chat a bit with him, so that we can end our video right there at the G Castle. Yeah, here is my means of transport, and I wanna walk like at the G Castle right now. Up to that time, bye, be back. Yeah, Fundi Duke right here at the G Castle. As I told you that I'm localizing to the G Castle right here. I'm at the G Castle, and I'm gonna have some chats with the real G here to see how everything is going on at the G Castle here. Yeah, and here I am with the real G, one-on-one. Let me have a chit chat with the real G. And here we are.
Yeah, man. What's up, bro?
I'm good.
Everything is good.
Everything is fine.
Cardiologically good.
Yeah.
Exactly. And guys, we are back at the G Castle here. A little bit. It's underscore Gintu. So the dogs are dogging here a little bit. There's no problem with that one. So they're just celebrating Carifragist Cari good. So guys, if you're first time watching this kind of the video, thank you very much for you being tuned and locked in. It's underscore Gintu back again to the G Castle here, and we have stuck back to the G Castle for much of the time here and here, so as you can just make sure that you are just getting the real content and how the G Castle is moving, and also what is really surrounding us and the environmental surrounding, how everything is just kata booming. And respect to the Team Damn Dogs, wherever you are, thank you much, Mr. Stevon, and making sure that everything is just coming in, out and on and in to make sure that everything is kata booming the love. And thank you very much for you watching and also supporting my brother here. If you are coming from my site here, go check to Fundi Duke and subscribe, like, share, comment, so you can just make sure that we are moving as a family, which is getting forward on itself. And also, guys, we are back here to make sure that we are just checking what's really happening to the G Castle. Are we stopping or we are still ongoing? Because we have not been getting much of the videos coming from here. And the good thing is we are still ongoing with the G Castle construction. What do I mean about that one? Is that we are in the plaster. We have just finished the whole sector about all the walls, but what is remaining is the Cobra. Do you know Cobra?
Yeah, the Cobra.
Cobra is just the corners.
The corners.
Yeah, just to remain with the corners of the doors and making sure that they're gonna be formulated, because they could not plaster during that time and also formulate the corner. So it's now finishing up with the corner to make sure that we are sorting the G Castle about it and over. So it's just remaining like some 3 days there, and they're gonna be finishing all the Cobra inside there. So it's just a one-man army performing the Cobraization, because it's not meant for everybody. It's a very hard task for much of the top masons to do. Much of the people fear it, talking about a hard thing for them to do. So that's why
it takes a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time. It's hard. That's why I talk about it's hard for it to be formulated and constructed.
No. It is not hard, but it is taking a lot of, some people
you should have skills,
not skills. They have that impatient of, they want to make a small money at a long,
no, they want to
period.
make it they want to make it faster,
Yeah,
something that will never give you something that will something that will give you much of a hectic time, stacking at the same position, rounding here, coming here.
Yeah.
It falls down again, it comes. So they don't like that one.
And being a fundi,
Yeah.
taking that time, that long time, is the time you produce something good.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah.
So that is the best moment.
So that's what we want to make sure that much of the people are just ongoing with it and making sure they're going to be sorting out everything that's coming in from the G Castle here. So it's ongoing until to date, and tomorrow going to be coming on, and tomorrow but talk about on Wednesday to make sure that we're going to be finishing it up. After finishing, we're going to be checking on what next we're going to be doing about what's going to be coming next.
Even me, I'm waiting for the plaster to finish, then I come and fit the
plaster
lock.
is done.
No, it is not yet.
Which one?
The outer one.
No, or the lock. Talk about the lock.
Yeah.
No, the outer one will be just
the
locks. Will just make sure that we are just putting the locks after even putting the tiles.
Even after everything.
Yeah, after everything, because it will have much of the commotion. Talk about the people of the ceiling board fixing the ceiling here, fixing here. They're gonna be opening, getting out, taking some timbers, taking in some materials. You understand? And also talk about whenever they're gonna be putting some tiles. This is the entry door, so it's the bigger entry door. They're gonna be making sure in and out. And the only thing that will be just getting to the spot is you can just decide to put them at the last ones, to make sure that we are now closing. You are now closing as at the chapter now. You are closing for sure. You are closing it for the use. Talk about even you have installed much of the things.
The opening of the doors will be
the launching.
The launching of the house.
Then if it doesn't open, now we will not no entry again. So everything is just coming that way. So we are just planning on it to make sure that we cannot put much of the locks right now and again be spoiled before we get to the good point. So that's what I always mean. And the real fact about today is we are making it happen, because we are striving to make sure that the G Castle is coming out, and we are making it happen because it has not been easy for us to reach this kind of the Farah mode we are, and getting to this kind of the Farah end the G Castle has, because much of the people are just still wondering, talking about Gintu, why not the G Castle has been constructing daily and it has never stopped, and it's by God's grace, because it's not easy for us to reach this kind of the spot, because much of the people right now, I was telling much of the people that I am in $32,000 US.
32,000 US dollars.
Exactly.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. 32,000 US dollars, which is approximately 3.6 there million.
No, 3.8.
3.68 there. Yeah, that's why it has just reached. And still I have much of the things still to cover, because it was until it's be finished, it could just get to 4.8 million, which is approximately 42,000 US dollars.
Wow. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. So that's kind of the amount of money. You could just understand that to the much of the people are just outside here and getting to much of the things. It's a much appreciation, because even people are just wondering, how does it happen to be that way? If it could be the other house, I could even be living inside already. But it's the G Castle. It has to be slowly, and the materials that are being used and the strategy. Talk about the work, the construction passion. It's over high, because we want something which is unique, and it will be the one of the expensivest houses apart from the villa. It will be the expensivest.
I've come to realize that the name have much effect. You call the house the castle, and it is taking much money to be a castle.
Exactly. That's the real fact.
Yeah.
And the real fact, it will be one of the modernest houses in the compound, in the village, in the community. And I'm telling you that whenever you will just cover the whole section, it will like take the skeletonic way of the villa and construct the blocks alongside there. Talk about without the plaster and the ceiling and something, all the decoration of finishing the villa, it will have taken it until the finish. I'm telling you that as a fact, because we are going.
I saw the plan. The house actually was that big.
The plan was the G Castle was going until it was penetrating into people's property. And the real factor, if it could be the same way it could be constructed. There are much of the people told me that Gintu not build something which will be so bigger, and so the completion will be hard a little bit. You know, now the finishing is now the problem.
Yeah,
it will have the problem.
I told you that the finishing is speaking English.
It's like right now I'm telling you, the one talk about the guy who's just coming for the Cobra is just coming for only 2 doors, just the corners of two doors only
a day.
And how many doors are there? How many windows are there? So it will take a long time. You understand? So that's now the finishing. Then talk about the ceiling. Talk about the ceiling now, formulation the ceiling, put some of this and that and this kind of the flowers, the formulator, and also talk about now buying the Sheridan, this kind of the lights. You understand how the things are going to be. So it will take a long process of time
and
for it to be now.
The castle have to have lights.
Yeah, I was told that I'm going to be doing with the electrical people, and I'll be now making sure that this castle now gonna be taking over the whole village. I'm gonna be having my own transformer again. But the real fact is it will consume much of the talk about, but I wanna be having some solars so they can just not have much of the bills about the Kenya Power, which is the Kenya KPLC, and talk about I'm gonna not have much of the things with them. So it's gonna be handling much of the things here. That's why I always talk about we are moving in a very good pace, because right today we are on 11th. Today is 11th, so it's now approaching now the 5th month after the construction. So much of the people stay for years, decades, without finishing the house, even if it's a simple house, but it will take a long of the time so they can just complete it. But we are moving. Even right now, I can just decide to talk about, hey, I can just have those kind of, right now the way it is, I plaster where the windows are only, and I place there something called aluminium window. I start with this one here. I start the inside is ripping and make sure that everything is continuing, and I finish where I'm inside.
You are inside.
Whenever I wake up and talk about today, I put here some tiles and I put them. Then we continue the small, but I want to make sure that the GCAS is complete, and that's the far point we want to reach. And everyone who want to support Gintu, you can support and make sure that we are just moving very fantastic, because whenever you support Gintu, I support so many people in the village, so many, and much of the people get the opportunity to work and get the wages, and much of the children should move on. And they talk about, you know, this and this and how the things are going to be getting. So when we are just supporting much of the people to buy sand, whenever we buy sand, we have We have supported much of the people who sell the sand.
Who sell
We
the
are
sand.
supporting much of the people who are delivering the sand. We are supporting the people just plaster. We'll use that kind of the sand.
Even those people who are mobilizing with the sand from the river.
Yeah, they're the
To
ones
that
who
point
sell the
where-
sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people will transport the sand and the people will use the sand.
No,
So
we have the boss at the river there. We have the boss just seated there counting the
no,
bucket.
no.
the bucket.
Nowadays it's not that way. Nowadays the boss is the one who is taking the sand out. Yeah, because right now there's no sand. I'm telling you, there's no sand right now. Even for
Or
that kind of the
maybe
sand.
it is
to-
because
yeah,
maybe it is because the sand is now.
much of the people they harvested much of the sand until in a way that there's no stock. So every kind of a spring, a river going somewhere, it was withdrawn the sand. So for it to recover, for it to fill the springs, to go and fill the tributaries and fill the river, it's now becoming hectic. Whenever it rains today, it fills a string or it fills a tributary. Whenever the rain stops, they go and take over the sand. So when we reach the river, so it's becoming a problem right now, and that's why the sand is so expensive. Even right today, I've just delivered it with 10,000 Kenya shillings. It's there, and it's a pure for construction, not even the plaster. You can imagine.
Even the road, I can see the tip.
Yeah. My friend, we have done here exercise. I'm telling you, we have done exercises here until I was just. You understand that when I finished my high school, I just ventured into the transport. So this was the work that I was doing. So you can just imagine the exercise we have done here, and you are two, you and the driver. I'm the co-driver and the driver, and you go and talk about the site is very good. You come here, there's no one there. Maybe it's a vacant area. Maybe somebody is starting to construct. No one is there. You find now that the tipper
road is
comes.
like this.
The road is this way. Now this one is at least we have reached here, and there's a road now. You are just somebody has constructed like the Vira. So you can now talk about now the Via. It was a swampy. Now somebody
swampy,
starts going there with a tipper. Now what are you going to face there? And you are two. So that's what I was just facing during that kind of the particular time, and making sure that we are just getting some wages. And I was ever strong to make it happen. So even right now, whenever this kind of the boys comes here and talk about, oh, Ginto has this kind of the G Castle, they understand, because I was this kind of the sand. My friend, you can never pass me, because there's a day I went there, the driver was sick, a little bit, and the driver told me that now today you are the one to deliver the sand. I went alone with the truck and to the river. My friend, I go and I went, when I reached there, I got that things are not happening. I had to throw around the sand. So I had to fill it after
The
2
whole
hours.
keeper.
Yeah, after 2 hours. And I had to fill it to make sure that again to start. Now, the good thing is sometimes God understands. Whenever you struggle at the first, you'll just reach good. Whenever you don't struggle where you take the sand, you'll struggle where to the river. I'm telling you that it is there. If it's not it's a rainy season, you have to struggle. It's both. You struggle at the river or you struggle at the delivery.
At the river.
That is it. So today I asked him, when I went today, because I was the one who went to look for that kind of the sand. Then I got it. I told him, there's a sand somewhere. The people are just removing. They told me that, okay, at that particular time I'm going to be coming. I asked him about, I asked that kind of the person there, how about this kind of, they told me that this area is fantastic. Even if you see this kind of small waters, they don't have any impact. I talked about, okay. So I asked my brother, hey, what about it there? He told me that is a very good road. And there's no problem. I told him now this is the work now at the delivery. But you can never understand it.
At that point, you get that everything was just smooth.
Yeah.
But when you reach
you reach here, it's where now the things get worse. But the good fact is the maram that was placed there, it was a shallow maram, because I demolished a wall inside there. So those kind of the mud, they were just taken there. So those kind of the mud, whenever they get water, they just be like bumpy. So, yeah. And also they be like, whenever water gets there, they are slippery. Yeah? So the maram, like from down there and here, you can even see here, it's a little bit stronger. But here, we have hipped here like, this is the section like number 4, because we have number 1 level, number 2, number 3, this is number 4. Yeah. So it has not been compacted heavily, because it was just very recently here we put this on here. So but whenever you reach down there, from down there it was no effect, but whenever it reached where now we had much of the mud, it's bringing much of the shenanigan. But that is the flow of the work, and we have just delivered the soil, talk about the sand, and everything is just getting fantastic. And keep it tuned, keep it locked. I'm gonna be coming back to this kind of the section and support each other and make it happen. So keep it tuned, keep it locked.
Yeah, one love.
One love.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, so we gonna end this video right here. And so my only what I continue to ask is that so guys, continue supporting. We are almost reaching the watch hours. We are almost there. We are left with just a quarter of what is needed. So guys, consider watching my videos to the end, and leave a sweet comment down there for motivation. For now, I'm motivated. People are just commenting there, positive things, positive vibes, and we are going on. Everything is going on the way it is needed. So guys, I want to end this video here. One love. Please, if you are new, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Fundi Duke, and everything's gonna be all right. One love. Bye.